Hello, I tried to do a live, but YouTube is making me wait way more than 24 hours. I don't know what they have to do to my account, but it didn't work out. So I went live on Facebook, and hopefully this is the last time that I have to do this. And I don't have to do it. I enjoy doing it, but it'd be really nice if I could save the video on YouTube and then put it on Facebook. That'd be great. So anyway, I'm gonna walk you through what my kiln unloading was on Facebook. So if you ever wanna watch the lives and I can't get YouTube to work, join me over there on Facebook. So I'm gonna show you a first few that I was not happy with, and I'll progressively get to where I was really, really happy with and excited. So right here, it is a sunflower mug. I did orange underglaze and I wiped it back and then put a clear over it. And that is eggplant in the middle, or on the inside and the handle, and with a little bit of light flux. Not a huge fan of it. It is kind of what I was expecting, but I don't know. It's just not quite, This one I really don't like, and I'm definitely gonna reglaze it. So I had, I believe it was bottle green glaze that I wiped back, and then I put Jess's Buttercup Celadon over it. The inside definitely is just not thick enough. I think I might have forgotten to go over it again with something, but just not a big fan of the colors on that one. That one is not how I envisioned in my mind when I was doing it. So not a big fan, but we'll fix it. This one is an oops. Pearl white. It would have been gorgeous. I made 3 of these sunflower mugs, getting ready for fall. It's pearl white. I know pearl white is a runner. So I did 1 coat to here, and then the second coat was here up. And I think that's all that I did. If I did do a 3rd coat, it was literally just on the rim, but I don't think I did at all. And it stuck to the shelf and there. It did not go all the way through, so if I managed to get it smooth, maybe it could be a second. There's no pinholing. Like, the inside's just gorgeous, but of course that happened. Then I had a couple of refires, and I'll show those. So this one was Justice Chun Blue, and it just was way too thin. I am wanting to put some overglaze transfers on it, some cherry blossoms. I know it's more spring, but the cherry blossoms on top of the Justice Chun Blue is just perfection. So I wanted to do that, but it was too thin. So now it's good, and I can do that. The blue poppy Celadon. This is a refire because the Celadon was too thin in several places. So just put more of that on there and refired, and now I'm happy about it. Happy with it. This one was a refire as well. Has a little farm scene on there. Right by the handle, there was a little piece that had crawled off, and so I wanted to fix that. So I'm happier with it now. And also I put some light flux around the top. It was too plain. Last refire, I believe. Nope, not quite the last. This vase, fall leaf vase, as I was pricing it, I bumped it with another piece and I chipped it, and it was somewhere on the top, but I just figured I would reglaze that little spot and maybe a little bit more on the inside and refire it, and now it worked. As long as I don't bump it again, it'll be perfectly great. This was a refire. The outside of the blue poppy was too thin. So I reglazed it. I poured it on this time. I did the hairspray trick and then poured it on. You can still see like streaks right there. It was a little too thick, so it crawled right there, but it's okay, except for in the refire, the designer liner kind of melted a little bit more than what I would have liked. So it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it fluxed way more than I would have liked. Okay, I had way more refires than I remembered. This one just had a few pieces that were, or spots that were crawled. So I just put a little bit more pearl white on those spots and refired. It's all good now. All right, now I think I'm done with the refires. So I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, so I've got giant pumpkin. So my grandma has one of these, and every Halloween she always put her Halloween candy in it. So I really want to make these things work because they just make me think of Mimi's candy at her house. And so I really want to make it work, but I have the hardest time with it. This one stuck to the shelf, so I will have some grinding on the bottom to do, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that at all. I think I can grind that smooth. But as you can tell, I'm holding on to the lid, and I have zero fear of it coming off because right there, the pearl white did fuse together. I do have little tiny diamond discs for my Dremel tool, so I do think I'll be able to get it off just fine. It's just gonna take quite a bit of TLC, so it'll be okay. I just really struggle with getting those to work. All right. I want to do this one next. Okay, so I have a pitcher. I really don't do a whole lot of molds, but I do some, obviously. The pumpkin, the pitcher. I put the monstera leaves on it, bottle green on the inside with a little bit of seaweed and light flux on the rim. So I think that turned out really pretty. I'm very, very happy with it. Very happy. Like, it did warp a little bit. I don't know how I could have prevented that because when I put it in the glaze, it was totally round. So I don't know if there was a way to prevent that in the glaze fire. Okay, now I'm gonna get to these. So I've been working on lidded forms, and that's kind of been my goal. I've been very excited about it. So here I have this little jar, and it did kind of stick together a little bit, but I was able to pop it off just fine. On the lid, there is that little tiny spot. Just to make sure it's good, I will probably put that in another refire, but the jar itself is fine. So, all right, you guys are shaking like crazy, sorry. All right, another lidded jar. So this is Mako Shino. Oh, this one is eggplant, Mako eggplant. I did 4 coats on most of it.
Mom,
yes, Emmeline.
if you want boogers, that's come inside.
Okay, I will. If I want boogers. Okay, so this is Mako Shino. Now, it did explode a little bit on the bottom, but on the inside, there was nothing, no crack, no nothing on the inside. So, I went ahead and glazed it, and I was happy with that. I will pause this and come. Okay, so had to go have the booger with the family. Okay, so, and you guys are still shaking like crazy. I'm sorry. The camera is on my table, so that's why it's shaking. So anyway, it exploded in the bisque. So, not nearly as bad as the other one. The other one was in pieces. I was rushing that bisque. I knew that that was a chance, but I was trying to beat the heat. So, okay. This one is very much inspired by Jessica Putnam Phillips. This is just one of her pretty standard traditional patterns. Just kind of my own little spin on it. She does them very much lighter. I do like her colors better. So mine are pretty dark. They're not as muted anyway. All right, so this one, this transfer is from Japan Crafts on Etsy. I do like this tumbler slash vase slash whatever you want to call it. This is another one of the transfers. So I have another mug that I had done, and on the transfers, when it got to there, it all melted. It was, you couldn't even tell that it was the blue roses. So I was pretty bummed about it. So this time I did not put any glaze on the roses. This is just the bare clay with the transfers on it. So much happier with that. It actually looks like blue roses. Much happier. I have a platter in that same pattern. I love this pattern. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So the back is very blue. It does match the blue that I put on the mug, which was my goal, but not a big fan of the blue, that blue with this. I have another blue that I wish I would have gone for, but it's okay. All right, let's do this one. I have a bowl, white lace bowl on the black clay. I love that white lace, it's very pretty. This is another one of those transfers from Japan Crafts. And I have, they both match. The whole family's coming out. I have this dish, pearl white is on this. It did not, I only did one coat on the back because I know it's a runner. I have this mug. This is just clear. There is nothing on it except for those little roses. I do want to put mother of pearl at least on the roses. I don't know if I'll do mother of pearl on all of it or not, but just a sweet little mug. This one I have loved with the cross. This one was kind of a surprise because I had put the clear over it and I had no idea what was on it. I just put it on top of the blue. Like, hey, do this later, Natalie. And so I did. But when I put it in the kiln, I had no idea what it was. That happens sometimes. All right, I'm gonna show off some pumpkins. Little baby pumpkins. You guys have seen the video that I posted on how I made these. So I have this one. This is the Makoshino and seaweed. I believe that's seaweed on that one. Little purple pumpkin, eggplant, and bottle green. Playing around with the different stems. This one I just rolled into a coil and then cut it off. Makoshino on both of these. This one I kind of twirled. And the leaves. I love Makoshino on the black clay. It's so warm and toasty. It's very, very pretty. I love it. Okay, down to 2 more things. Alright, moon phases dish, just clear over the black. on the back. And I'm pretty sure I did pearl white. I think that's pearl white on the black clay. Last, ta-da! I love doing big dishes. This is the blue I wish that I would have used for those blue roses. It just matches a lot better, but it's okay. It's fine. Now, this one, I will say that right here, it bubbled up. So I will try to sand it down. If I have to reglaze it, I will, but wasn't real thrilled with that. So anyway, that's this kiln unloading. I am loading again. Hopefully I will get it done and fired before it gets super hot again. But after that next firing, then I will be doing a video on all of the overglaze transfers, the mother of pearl gold. I'll do a video on all of that. So thank you all. I hope you stay safe. May God bless you. Bye.